Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Surviving Mars. We got our first rainfall, so it's Sol 164, and on this very day we got the first real rainfall. So it's not a toxic rain anymore, but it's actually raining liquid water. Why is that the case? Well, I just fast forwarded again another few days there to get up those parameters here, and we are past 20% now. And past 20% means that rain is finally falling. Look at that, the first rain, and look at the atmosphere as well. It's starting to get a bit more bluish. It's not pure red anymore. We are at 45% atmosphere now and 44% temperature. Vegetation is still on 1% though. I think that's going to speed up after a while. But with that, we have the first rain, beautiful, and something else has also changed. We have now grass as a crop that we can use here. So it's the first one, not lichens anymore or lichens. It's grass now. Oops, I didn't want to do that, but grass. And if we look down now here, as we can see, there is actually grass on Mars now. It's possible since the atmosphere is thick enough and we have a good temperature and we have over 20% water now. Amazing, isn't it? When I think how we started here in this little area there on a red dead planet, and we actually have some life now on its own here. There's water, there's definitely bacteria everywhere now, and we have lakes here outside and grass, so it's starting to grow. It's taking a lot of time, but it is growing and it is continuing like that. Amazing. I just love that. I just love the idea of terraforming Mars here, and it feels so realistic, the whole thing. Beautiful. We have all of that. I think with 20% vegetation we can then go even higher and start with bushes and trees. That is going to be amazing. Right now though, we're still waiting, so I'm going to speed it up again. I think the game just plays the best on 3 on the highest speed because everything else just takes a lot of time then. There's a lot of downtime too. I don't mind that. It's just not that good for recording for a Let's Play. But I like it because the music is perfect, the atmosphere is beautiful, you just enjoy being on Mars here on your little colony, and I think that makes the game pretty special in my opinion. The rocket from Japan is just launching again. We have a active trade with Japan at the moment, so we are trading machine parts for metal. We do have a bit of a metal problem right now. We still have this one here up there producing metal, not enough though. And we also have the deep metal extractor here. And Japan is offering another 100 metal for 50 machine parts. That's okay. We can do that. We have a huge surplus of machine parts.
Research complete.
So that's that. And we've also researched now the gravity engineering. That finally makes it possible to build the mega dome. And of course that's what we want to do. Before I do that, let's have another look. We have one more option here. That is the Logi Lab, Research Lab and Hawking Institute. Generate more research points. That's pretty good. And let's see what else we can do. We have pretty much, well, researched quite a lot here. Most of it is just improvements of the buildings that we have. Others are just flat out new buildings. This one here looks pretty interesting. Unlocks the Melt Polar Caps special project that makes water even more accessible. But it costs 40,000 research points, so we're definitely not there yet. I do have 2,400 per soul right now, so we want to improve that. And that is why I'm researching this one here. Research points production is increased. That's that. What else do we need? Let's have a look. I've also researched the shuttle hubs, so I think with that we can have kind of trade routes on the planet between my colonies. So I can start with another colony somewhere completely else. And we also have researched a fusion reactor, so we can now have much more energy. This one here is also pretty cool. So retirement age and death from old age happen later in the colonist's lifespan. So I don't have that many seniors anymore. We have that senior dome here that we created last time. And we actually have 56 seniors in there now. They just walk around here on a dome, on an empty dome. I know this is a bit heartless, so we could do something here. So we could, for example, build a smaller park for our retired people here in the middle. Okay, the problem here is I've connected it with the other dome so they can go to the other place here. You know, but the problem is that I don't have any workforce in this dome then. So I'm going to have those parks there for my people. But if I build a dining hall or something like that, there's no one working there then actively. So I don't want that. So that's why I'm keeping that dome here empty, just for the old people. Other than that, also a very nice surprise, a big one. We have finally found water up here. So we have the deep scan now. So areas where we scanned already, we can deep scan now. And just up here is a water source. Pretty close to me, and it's actually a pretty good one. Grade is high, and it has 54,000 water. So that's something I want to do. So two things that we need to do.
Colonists.
One more dome up here for the water, because I think the water extractor needs persons, people, right? Let's have a look at that. There's the water extractor. No, it doesn't need, it actually doesn't need workers, so we can actually build this one right away. We have the drone hub here, and we have the water extractor here, and that's it. It should work like that. Yeah, they're already starting to deliver resources there. Two things we need to do: connect it with the power cable, and the other one is pipes. So the water that we get out of it, of course, we need to transport. We can do it like that, because the water pipe is then going into that dome and coming out here again, and then going right from my base here and into my water system. And of course, since we're doing that, something else, I need better or bigger water towers to store the water in case of emergencies, in case that I don't produce enough. We should have those water tanks. So I'm going to build them up here too, just beside the water extractor. 3 of them should be good for that cause. Very nice. That is pretty cool. I like that. We've also finished a special project here now. They capture the ice asteroids. So that is another 5% on the water. We can do them from time to time. I like them, those special projects now. So they're more accessible to us now. So we have that one here, which gives us 2% atmosphere and 1% temperature for 600 million though. So I'm not doing that one usually. Since we do have those 2 generators there anyway. The other one is not visible right now, that I just completed, and there's another one on cooldown where I get 5% water, and one with another 5% water. And there should also be a special project soon for the vegetation. And overall terraforming progress, as you can see here, we are about a 1/4 through that bar there, through the progress. I don't know if the other ones are doing anything. The other colonies there, my rival colonies. I don't know. But we're doing it, and look at that, it's getting greener and greener here on my sector, in my sector. Okay, and there's the water extractor now. We can also upgrade that, so 25% increased production for 10 energy. That's perfectly fine. And we have a nice water balance now. But it's not producing as much as I thought it would. So it's only 6 + 6 for the water production there. And with the 25%, oh, okay, it's 7.5 now. It's not that much, but it's okay. Right, and with that we want to build now a mega dome. So that is one. That is a mega dome. We actually don't have all the resources, but it shouldn't be a big deal to get this one. There's the mega dome. Do we have something else? There's the mega trigon dome. This one here, but I don't like that shape. We would rather go for this one here, the mega dome. Uneven terrain. Okay, so we need to make this terrain here even. To me it looks even. Oh, there is something that's not even. Okay, so let's get our dozer up here. That vehicle has very good landscaping options. And now we can flatten everything here. Just like that. Oh, that was quick. I didn't even need that. Okay. This one needs now a bit of a project there. I can assign it to it. And it's now working on that task here too. That's it already. And let's see if we can do that now. Megadome. Ah, yeah. The dozer is now blocking. Megadome. This one works now. That's the megadome here. The biggest one. We have the metal deposit in the north. And just right of the dome, we have the rare metal deposit. So this one works out quite nicely. And yeah, with that in mind, let's build it. It costs quite a lot though. We do have a lot of money there. So let's just import a few of those things, especially the metal and the polymers, we should definitely import that one. So let's get a resupply rocket, and let's get a lot of polymer there. 50, now let's make it 70, let's make it 80 for now, and lots of metal there too, and 30 metals. Doesn't cost me that much, and the rocket is on its way, and the other rocket from the special project can land again.
There are Earthsick colonists.
And what we also need here is a power cable from the Megadome.
Sector scanned.
Oh, another water deposit has been found over there. And we've also found an anomaly here that we can send the Explorer to it. Very nice. Let's go back again. Wait a second, I'm too fast here. This is where we are right now still. I haven't expanded anywhere else, and we could now, with the shuttle depot of the shuttle hub, I think we could just have a colony down here if we want to, you know, and then the shuttle is just transporting people and goods to and fro. Something like that. We're definitely going to try that out soon. Okay, lots of drones are now bringing all the goods that we need, so it's going to be the rest of my concrete.
Research complete.
Definitely going to need a lot of that. And yeah, a bit more production there as well, now with the latest research.
A colonist has died.
Branimir Stefanov couldn't take it anymore. And there he is. Poor soul. He was desperate. Okay, we're going to send this rocket there back to Earth because I want to get more colonists then. Right, I don't need a dome up there. That's very nice. I actually expected one. I expected to get this one. So that changes a bit. So we can have those water extractors somewhere else too with the shuttle hub then. Just look at that dome. It's huge. Lots of space in there. Of course, it costs lots of resources. Concrete is definitely not looking that good then anymore. So what we also should do, while we have the resources, let's also build another drone hub. This should be possible. Where's the other drone hub? There it is, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so we can build it here. And this includes then everything around it. Yeah. So this drone hub now includes then the concrete down here and the rare metals here.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder, so long as you know where to look.
And we have found new techs, the behavioral melding and the project Mohole. No idea what that is. That it is. Replaces removed flaws with random perks. Okay, what's that? Project Mohole extracts metals, rare metals and waste rock without the need of a deposit, while heating the surrounding area. Oh, that is pretty cool. But it costs 300 machine parts. And Orbital Engineer Space Elevator exports rare metals to Earth and offers resupply materials and prefabs at preferential prices. And rare metal extractor production increased by 50%. Waste rock processor slowly converts waste rock into concrete. This one's pretty cool too, because we have so much waste rock, I don't know where to place it all, where to store it all. Okay, the stem reconstruction is still being researched, but we need something else then, once this is finished. So let's have a look up here. There's still some... Nope. That's a breakthrough. Uncovers new anomalies, the alien artifacts. And instant and free power cable construction. Power cables do not suffer from power faults. Yeah, let's get those two breakthroughs there. And let's see what else I could have there. So many things. Refineries and factories upgrade. Performance increased by 20%. Sounds like a good deal as well. Or we could have those... Yeah, well, there are a lot. They cost a lot of research points there, so 20,000. That is just too much right now. Takes a lot of time. yeah, let's keep it at that. 3 research tags is perfectly fine for now. And yeah, the rocket also landed with some materials. I'm going to land it over here now. For now. I know it gets some dust up there, but we can still get rid of that. But I need the resources down here. I should also get a few more universal depots down here. Close to the mega dome then. And I'm not going to take that trade off anymore, since I'm running pretty low now on machine parts too. And yeah, we should get another landing pad down here, so that my rockets don't have to land here in the dust all the time. Okay, so that drone hub there is working now too, just needs a power cable connection. And now those drones are working and delivering goods, stuff like that. This one here could launch again, but let's see if there's a research that we could do. Not anything good at the moment, as far as I can see. This one needs 7 drones and gives me back some resources. Okay, let's do that. I have enough drones. And off it goes. Okay, and we have a new drone hub here, so I need to check my command center, transportation, and here we have, as we can see, this has a heavy drone load, the new one. So we definitely should reduce the amount of drones from up here, because there's not so much demand here anymore. And I'm going to assign a few to the ones where they're needed actually, especially down here. So now we have 21 drones assigned to this one there. That should do the trick. And yep, it's filling up there quite nicely too. What I can do in the meantime though is I can have the concrete extractor here, since we definitely need more concrete. And with another power cable. And also the rare metal extractor. This one though needs workers. No, so I'm going to wait with that. The metal extractor also needs workers, so I'm going to wait with that as well. The concrete doesn't need that, so it can start working right away. But yeah, that dome is going to take a while before it's being finished. And it's going to drain my storage here quite a bit. I actually will need some concrete now, so let's see what we can do about that. I do have some electronics, it shouldn't be that difficult to get concrete. Or I have lots of food, let's try food with concrete. Someone should answer. I do have so much food, look at that, 750. We also got some, oh yeah, there it is, 50 food for 34 concrete. It's not the best deal, but I'll take it. We've also researched a few improvements for the farm here. So as we can see now at the farm, we have the quinoa and the fruit trees. The fruit trees give you a lot of food there after 8 days. So food production is not a problem, and I like the specialization. So we have here a specialized dome where only botanists are working, and they're working in those farms then and living here as well, you know. And if they want to have something else other than eating and socializing, they can just go to this dome here, which is basically my service dome, because I've got a sports center here, I've got some shopping here, I've got a research lab here as well, and yeah, it's working pretty out, this system here, you know. And this system here, my service dome, is then connected with my kind of university dome, where I have the university, I've got the school, the playground for children, and up here I've got my dome now for the machine parts factories, another specialization here, and they're all connected with each other. And the same goes for this one here. This one here is pretty specialized as well for the machine part, and this one here for the electronics factories. So that is working out, having specialized domes, and this one here is going to be a dome of its own again. So this is going to be more like a general dome where I can then put other domes around it. So another barrel dome here perhaps, another one here, and they're all specialized in other things. So one is specialized perhaps in polymers, the other one in electronics. This one here takes research. We'll see about that. For now, I'm still waiting for a bit of polymer there and concrete, which is missing. So this one's finished here and could work theoretically. So let's build a power cable around it. We can always just delete it then. Yeah, and let's take this trade route offer from Japan again. So 50 food for concrete. And what I can see, I also need seeds, more seeds. I have a farm here that is producing only seeds. But not enough, it seems. This one here also needs seeds. So what we could do, we could get a supply pot just with seeds on board. And now the concrete factory here is working too.
Colonists are departing.
Let's also upgrade this one here. Okay, let's see if there's another special project that we can do, especially for the terraforming, since I want to speed that up. Doesn't look like it. This one here would be something. Cost me 600 million though. For a bit of atmosphere and a bit of temperature, that's just not worth it. So nope, let's send this rocket then here back to Earth with some rare metals that we can export. And we have another rocket on Earth. We're going to send more people to Mars. So let's see, we do have some botanists. Let's get rid of the specialization there, no specialization, and get some botanists there on board. And there's an engineer, always nice to have an engineer. There's another one. We do need those botanists. That looks good. 22 more people coming to Mars.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Select a sector to scan.
Let's select a few sectors here close by. And this rocket here is ready to launch. And off you go. And we're also coming now close to 50% for the atmosphere and the temperature. Water is also on a pretty good way up there. I don't see anything else yet though, so the sky still looks kind of the same. I think it got a bit bluish there in the last rain. That dome is still being constructed, it needs a bit more polymers there. And we've also got the supply pod now. Let's land it and get those seeds to my forestation plants. There's the supply pod. You can also salvage that one for a bit of metal. And as we can see, we've got a nice supply now of machine parts, of electronics, but concrete and metal is going down. So the basic resources, we definitely need to push that more. And as far as I can see, I've got 25 polymers still in stock, so it shouldn't take that long anymore. We could of course get another supply pod with polymers on board. Let's do that. I want to speed that up a bit. Yeah, the waste rock storage is full for those. I have way too much waste rock and I don't know what to do with all of that. Let's get another large dumping site.
Research complete.
Over there. So my drones can deliver that and my
Earthsick colonists.
concrete factory works again. Yeah, and by the way, those Earthsick colonists are up here mostly. This is a very bad dome. I didn't really know how to handle it when I built a dome somewhere else. The passageway is too, it can't be that long, you know, there's only a limited distance for this one here. And I can't connect it with the other domes anymore, and it's too small. So I'm just going to keep this one here until the metals extractor is empty, and then I'm going to delete all of that, since I don't really need it. Alright, 22 new passengers. Let's see where I can store them.
Sector scanned.
Those domes are pretty much full. There's still some room here on this one there. And those domes are also pretty full, so yeah, I think I'm going to land it here in the middle. And then again, I know dust and everything, but it's not that dramatic, the dust. But they can then go to this dome and this dome up here. And the supply pod is also there now. Let's land it here for the polymers. For my mega dome here. There they are, polymers.
New colonists
being
have arrived.
transported right to the dome. And that's 11 colonists that just left. That's a lot. I definitely need to work on my comfort. Here, comfort looks pretty good. That one's here, not that good. They want shopping. And there it's being built, the mega dome. And also being finished.
Research.
Very nice.
Milestone achieved. Anomaly found.
The biggest dome yet that we have. We can even see it from up here quite clearly. And we're going to make something beautiful out of this dome here. Something big.
A colonist has died.